for those who mute the bot.
What is this avant-garde camera?
It's Lynchian.
Alright, are you spiritually prepared?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa! Wow! We welcome to Tuesday night turnover. It's me. It's Brennan and Mansoor back at it again in America, our land of the free, home of the brave, favorite place ever. That's the intro.
We are living in America.
America. Why is it that when Germans say America, you can hear the K?
It's wunderbar. Why is Effie watching us?
Why isn't Effie streaming now?
Yeah, and we're in the thumbnail. What's going on?
What's happening?
What's he doing?
What did he mean? What did he mean by this?
He's watching our match with Miracle Generation.
Oh, well, can we watch him watch us?
You make it happen.
Okay. How do we do that? Would I just have to go to twitch.tv/Effie?
Effie lives.
Effie live. It's Effie lives.
Effie lives. Sorry.
Effie lives matter.
Don't. I guess you can say that. I guess
can
that's
say
fine.
it.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want. Ew, am I in vertical mode?
All right.
Disgusting. How do I go into horizontal? Is that better? No, that's about the same, isn't it?
What is he just doing? Commentary?
Oh God, he played a little
Is that
trick.
better?
Sassy
Oh, that doesn't
boy.
help at all. Oh, there we go.
All right. This is like
To his feet.
viewception.
And I feel like with the Miracle Generation,
Crazy.
no matter how good their title defenses have been up to this point,
Oh my God, flying tackle.
not only could they miss,
And a
but
big
MXM
elbow.
could beat
Oh,
them
Dustin's
my
on fire
guts.
here.
all the way.
Boom. Rock and roll.
Oh, man.
Little head sizzies.
I got
Head
poop.
sizzies.
All right. Well, bring the camera with you.
Oh yeah.
I'm not bringing the camera, but I won't mute
Dustin
myself.
doing a tag into Kylan.
Who's he rooting for?
Well,
As he enters the
He should be
ring,
rooting for us.
pops him up. Look at that.
Oh
he
my
doesn't know we're
God.
watching right now, so.
Power slam.
Big kick out. Beautiful mix of power and technique there by Kylon King that we
It's like
Deacon and
kinda
Dragons.
humid in
Hello,
here.
SKBA. Hello.
As Kylon pointing over
In my
to the
bathroom.
corner.
Yeah, I'm not going. Everybody's been kind of paying their way,
Have electrified
which I think is very
Look
hard.
at the
Make sure
chat.
you guys are also in their chat.
But I'm not at a
And
stage
Yeah,
in my
open it.
career where
Open a new tab.
I would spend any money to wrestle.
This could be as uncomfortable
I'm not that. I'm not that.
right now they look
Oh,
like
thanks,
they're
Miss
doing
Kate
okay.
Fabe,
I'm not that rich yet.
friend of the
But
show.
I think it's great. But I think it's great that who's been over there. And one day I'll be rich enough to do things for free, and I'll do it. But SAG minimum to show up and put on my outfit. MXM is watching on Twitch. MXM is watching on Twitch.
Yeah, we're
The Twitch
watching.
app.
Hi,
The Twitch app sucks.
we're
Yeah.
watching you. We're
I
studying
can't
you.
read. I can't read the chat if I'm in horizontal mode. What are they thinking?
Rich, I know he's very rich.
I guess you
He's
guys
a
are gonna
very
have to
rich
just deal with.
boy. 11th hour,
Vertical.
hello.
In the face inadvertently.
They're freaking me out watching me on here. 2 for flinching.
Small things like that that could end up catching
Classic,
I'm turning on my
classic
camera.
Mansoor spot.
Miracle Generation got
What
Mansoor
was
in their
it?
sights.
And 2 for flinching.
And now getting double tap chopped.
It's a good one.
And the wheelbarrow from hell. Mason Madden can't be happy here. Getting
Oh.
kicked in the face, the 7-foot sex monster.
I am a
And now a pin
7-foot
on
sex
Mansoor.
monster.
And back out to the corner. You don't want to make Mason Madden mad. You got Mansoor in the ring. His friend is choking right now. Well, chin locking. It's not technically a choke. And he's out there on the outside feeling the pain of that boot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
That went almost to his
wrestle in
mouth,
this
pretty
match?
high up. Mansoor
Barely.
sending him now. Oh, God.
I got
The
a poop.
swiftness of this man. And he tagged him in.
My wife's
Now,
like
I don't think
judging me.
Dustin saw that.
Put your
Dustin
wife
didn't
on.
Mia,
Dustin didn't see it at all. Look at the way that man gets the ropes. That leg went 8 feet in the air.
Brennan wants to
That's a
talk to
true
you.
professional. And I will say this, as someone who's been close to it,
Brennan wants to
it's a
talk to you.
very
Ask her if she
powerful
ordered her
gluteus
porn.
maximus. Very powerful.
Well,
Maybe, if that's all he wants. I don't know
I have
what
it
Marcus
in.
wants anymore.
Mia,
After Marcus
Yeah?
defeated me at
did you order your
WrestleMania,
coin?
I don't know how much more he wants.
No.
Oh yeah, he won.
You can order it after
Oh, yeah.
hours, but
Look
Mansoor
at that.
won't. And I just forget in the
no.
morning because I'm busy taking
A
care
big
of
mace.
everything.
Look at that confident pin. Confident
No.
man.
Can anybody hear me anymore? Now I
Just
feel like I'm
laying
rambling.
smack
Yeah, you
down.
can. No, we can hear you. Just don't say the N
Oh
word.
no, he's getting
Oh,
punched
okay.
right now and squabble brothel.
Yeah, no, I did not order
He
the
says
pro
no,
in.
ma'am.
That's so my dog
Not
doesn't pee
anymore.
herself because she's got like
Manny
a hormonal
Smallcock,
imbalance.
thank you.
What?
Glad you got a gift. Thank
She's
you.
got like when they
Glad you
spayed
got
her,
a
they
gift
botched it,
sub.
and her hormones are
Oh,
off,
I
so
thought
she
you
No,
doesn't
were
take
Pam's
your
not
like.
doing
daughter.
anything else
No,
until
no,
he
no.
gets his
Layla's
win on
fine.
Baby
I was
Bot.
like, don't spray.
I mean,
Not
Layla.
only to lose to Baby
Mansoor.
Layla
Bot
does pee
on the
herself,
official cage match
but
results.
Layla does
Everything
pee
is
herself, but
dominant in his
hopefully it's
career as he
temporary.
wants.
Mansoor's
But now
pooping.
he's
He's
lost
off
to Baby
camera
Bot,
right now,
officially.
Larry. We know.
Summer Rae, respect the legend. Justin not even letting that ping
I'm
settle
not quite
in.
the entertainer that Mansoor is.
That could have
It's
been it.
okay. You're doing better than him.
Saving Justin a little breath though, having to kick out.
I don't know
Was it
about
Babe
that,
Ruth?
man.
Very sad. Well,
I
Marcus and
wish that he
Marcus
would
were.
not do this. He's
Marcus always
also
helped Marcus.
in the toilet, like
Marcus
right
always
next to our
helped
bedroom where I'm
Marcus.
hypothetically supposed to be
You
sleeping.
know, he was a
And I
little
can just hear him
boy.
like yelling, and it woke the dog
Willie
up, and then she
Mays,
starts like body
an
slamming the
Atlanta
door.
legend.
Then
Vintage
I opened the
Mansoor.
door.
Yeah, but it was
So I
a
opened the door to let the
remix.
dog out, and then he was
I
like, "Oh!"
like to eat
Like I just walked in on him.
apples and
It's like, don't do
bananas.
this.
But it was like bananas. But it was like
What's your stream about tonight?
bananas.
Mansoor doesn't know.
Oh no!
We're watching Effie watch us
That
wrestle.
Northern Lights
Effie's
sins.
live streaming right
Justin
now.
Waller not only on his
So Effie's watching you guys, like which match?
We're watching. He's
where
watching
Mansoor
our
can get
match with
access
us.
to him, to his partner.
Oh,
And I gotta tell you, every time I
okay.
see those dangly earrings,
It's a live stream of a live stream
I wonder
of a live show.
if people are pulling or tugging or sucking on it too much. Oh God!
Okay. Mansoor's putting his pants back on, so I think I'll be able to get him back.
Are dangly earrings a buy
I
thing?
want the boys to have a nice red mark.
Dingly earrings? I don't know about
Red
that.
mark. Give
I wouldn't know.
And maybe it's the combination of the dangly earrings and the mustache.
Of my sins, there are 7.
It's a
I never
possibility.
did that
Yeah.
move, but it just kind of reminded me.
I don't know. I'm not up on the current
Yeah, we got a new champ
buy
starting.
trends other than not sitting in a chair properly.
Yeah, chat. Do me a favor. What's sitting in? How does people sit in chairs?
It's like why people they don't sit in chairs properly at all. They just sit up like in them, like all like scrunched up and weird.
Oh no!
It's like a thing.
I'm
Yeah.
sitting up scrunched and weird.
Yeah. So if you feel seen, maybe.
Chat. Can you
No
ask
better.
Effie about the dangling earrings, please?
Gig, baby.
Not you having minions. Okay. Here's Mansoor back. I'm going to bed for real.
Why don't
Go to
you
bed.
boys just say, you psychopaths. Oh.
In your ear.
And even posing on the outside. Big Mace.
In the garage.
That model's body pose. Oh, just stretching those big legs. And now the referee, seeing it, kicking the hand.
Hello?
What does zesty sell by me?
Justin throwing him over. And he's going to get to Kylan. Best hot tag in the Northeast. This man is flying. Boots off.
Who's this?
Knock him.
This
rock him.
first hot tag, the little
And
boy
he
hot
wrecked
tag.
him with that lariat. Off the ropes quickly.
Oh, blimey. Look who it is.
Am I upside down? Why am I upside down?
The
Oh,
boys
Shayna.
on-
No, you're not upside down.
What's it got? What's
Relax,
it got?
bud.
Springboard tornado DDT.
Relax, bud.
Kind of insanity.
Alright, that's it. You guys live?
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah?
This
Oh, what do you
is
want?
Live to tape.
Cutting it.
Live to tape.
He got
What are we
to his
watching?
feet.
We're watching Effie watch us.
Motherfucker.
Oh, that's hot.
Motherfucker.
The cup chair of wrestling.
Yeah, in a way,
Oh,
but
my God.
it's like
Oh, my
we're
God.
watching
Wham.
ourselves participate. So it's like we're cooking
Kicks
ourselves.
out. Mansoor staying in the game. He's got it.
Yes, it's New Japan Tag
Yearn
Champ
for the gold in
Shane,
his heart.
Shane.
Champions of
fresh off of an episode of Collision.
Thank you, anonymous gifter. Thank
I
you for giving me
collided.
Mason's buns.
Yeah, how was that, Shane?
I don't know, you tell me, you were there.
Shut up!
No, what are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
What?
Oh,
What are you, stupid? What do you mean?
What are you,
He's
moron?
coming in, the big.
What are you,
In
brain
spirit.
dead?
He's coming in,
In
the
spirit,
big.
you were there.
Yeah, in
with me.
spirit,
What
obviously.
the hell?
Obviously, we were there to support you in
That just
spirit.
ripped that boy
Yeah,
in
and you
serious
watched it from
half.
your
The
TVs.
Bobby Lashley
You
technique,
guys
and now
obviously watched the
top
product.
rope black hole slam.
Yeah, we haven't done
That's
anything
Sweet
since
Mode
getting back
shit.
from Japan.
Yeah,
Big
we just got back
energy.
from
Yeah.
I
Japan.
heard you guys were
Coming
still in
to the
Japan.
rescue.
In spirit.
in spirit.
Heart,
rock
yeah.
dumper. No.
Yeah, spiritually, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't believe it
Yeah,
either.
my spirit's a lot of
Even when
places.
he's
It's
in
weird.
disbelief, Mansoor is suave and chiseled. But I know he would look even more suave and chiseled with those belts.
And then what
Suave and
happened?
chiseled with those belts.
Hey, did you lose?
The most dreamy models in all of wrestling are getting intense. And still with that intensity,
Huh?
they're fingering. They're
What?
still
You guys been
fingering.
watching
Did you
Love
lose?
Island?
They're still fingering.
No,
even
we're not
when
watching Love Island. Don't
You're not
change the
watching
subject.
Love
might seem a little more
Did you
aggressive.
lose?
Lose what?
Did you lose the match on Collision?
Oh no.
You were
Pulls him
watching,
through.
so
No. No.
I must have missed that part.
I didn't lose.
Oh, he kicked out of it.
But your team lost.
He's out of there.
Well, did TMDK lose or did Chaos
Team
lose?
DK didn't lose.
Yeah, so
Oh my
you
God.
really
Oh, okay.
didn't lose.
Oh,
Alright,
he
that's
Chaos
got
Bums
Kylan off the
lost.
fucking run.
Oh, alright. Tell us more about Chaos Bums.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
they're good kids. They're good kids.
Stop.
They're good kids.
Cornered his
I don't know why
big
my
head.
camera's like. I'm on my iPad and it's like pointing me off to the side for some reason, and I'm
What
sideways.
does that mean? What does that mean to play us out?
What?
There's no words on it. There's no words on it.
On what?
No.
Fucking thing sucks.
Oh, that was a great spot. That was a good. This was a good match.
Chill. Chill.
Are we allowed
This is
to
out
make
of
that judgment?
control.
What? It
Well,
was a
how
good
are we gonna
match.
beat them all?
Yeah.
Well, how are we gonna beat
On
the
this
Miracle
day,
Generation?
you're gonna make a judgment.
On this
Hello.
day.
On this
How are we gonna beat
day,
the Miracle
I am
Creating-
Generation? You're
coping.
doing this to Mason
Judgment.
Mansoor. This is gonna be
Is
terrible.
it Judgment Day today?
Not anymore.
It's kind of funny how the whole storyline with that
Is he
stable
feigning
was a
an
lot like
injury?
my storyline when I was
He's
in a World of
feigning an
Warcraft
injury
faction.
here. Referee,
Tell
you
us
gotta
about
see if
it.
this is real. This doesn't feel
Well,
Tell me more. Tell me
Look at
more.
it, Mason. Mason's
a woman ruined everything.
reaching.
Wow.
Oh my God, this is bad. Oh my God, this is bad.
Was it actually a woman or was it me
Yeah,
pretending to
I
be a
don't
woman?
know. Yeah, it could have been you, I guess. Some guy like
Because
got
that was
really
my
into
old
this.
play.
What? They're carrying
The guild leader was like obsessed with this girl, and he gave her all this stuff, and then she just ghosted him, and then he was so depressed he just ended the guild, you know.
He did a double nutter.
And that's kind of what Dom is doing in a way, isn't it?
Well, I mean, he's a smart man.
That Jezebel,
Smart
that
man.
makes
What are you gonna
That
say?
Jezebel.
that Jezebel. Damn you, damn you.
They won the belts. They won the belts.
What are you doing,
They
Manny?
won the
What are you doing there?
They won.
Well, you probably aren't familiar with it, but it's called working out.
Miracle Boys.
Those weights look a little heavy
That's
for
what
you.
the M stands for.
Oh yeah,
Miracle
we'll
X
see about
Miracle
that.
Boys. These boys are in a miracle world.
Like that? Can you see that?
World.
Yeah.
Like that?
Hey, not for free.
Oh, yeah. They look good with them. Little Kylan.
How do you
Dustin Waller.
pronounce the Wyatt
They're
sick
great. It is fair and
six
square.
The line sick kicks.
Pro
six
wrestling.
six?
Pro wrestling has no rules, right?
I push fingers to my eyes. It's the only
thing that
slowly
slowly
stops
stops
the
the
edge.
edge.
There's some discussion.
Oh yeah, I remember when we won the championships.
And he's saying,
Yeah, good times.
Good
Probably we
times.
should just we should
Yeah,
probably
I
stop
think
watching the
I'll
stream.
stop.
Yeah,
I'll stop watching the stream here.
let's wrap up the thing with Effie. Let's stop
I
right
think
there.
Effie, I hope you enjoy the aftermath of the of our title.
Yeah, it was just us celebrating.
Blakeley, get over here. Come here, you little frick.
Jezebel.
You little.
Is this the first time you guys have streamed since going to Japan? Has it been like a couple of weeks?
Yeah, we've been
It's
in.
been like 3 weeks.
It's been a while since I've been streaming.
And did you tell the people about Japan? Has that happened yet?
That's what we're gonna do. We were all in Japan at the same time, even though we didn't see each
Don't say
other.
all in. Don't say all in.
Big
Don't say
country.
all in, that's true.
We can say all in. I can say all in.
You can say all in. We can't say.
Yeah,
all
you
in.
can.
Okay, let's say we're all together. All together we were there.
Together.
All together, the show by New Japan, Noah, and DDG.
Actually, no, we weren't all together, to be fair.
Is
Oh, good.
is all together the NXT TNA joint pay per view?
Joint.
Don't say joint.
I can. I'm in California, so I
Yeah,
can.
you can. That's true.
Okay. You know what's insane? It's insane to me that like weed isn't legal in Florida.
Oh, it's medically
Like,
legal.
you'd think bath salts would be legal there. I mean, bath salts are legal, aren't they?
Well, you can do anything in like Nevada, right?
Well, for your bath.
Hmm. You do a pretty close grip there, bruv.
Bro,
Interesting.
What do you mean? Shoulder length apart.
interesting technique.
Oh, I guess I just had broader
Are
shoulders.
you trying to do triceps?
No, this is shoulder length apart.
Oh, I
Yeah,
guess
that's
you just
fair.
got narrow
You got
shoulders.
that
What
angle
you-
you're using, mate. Just
What are you
sucks.
talking about?
Use
For me
Look,
to use,
Look at this. You put.
Man, you
Can
can
you see this?
use those.
It's your thumb. It's your thumb length, right, from the line.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, it depends on your shoulder length, but
Well, okay.
I like to do a bit of a wider grip
hold on.
What's this POV?
Shane.
What's this POV?
to widen the muscle.
Shane.
What's this POV?
Yeah.
Shane, Blakeley's about to give you her review of Naruto so far.
How many episodes in you in?
She saw Kakashi give Naruto the butt.
Oh, the 1,000 Years of Death.
Yeah.
I've done that in matches.
Go into the microphone and tell Shane what you think of Naruto so far.
I like it.
Yay! Who's your favorite character?
He says, "Who's your favorite character?"
I don't know.
You don't know yet.
I don't remember that character.
Which what are you interested in so far?
I don't know.
Well, you guys kept laughing when he kept turning into a naked girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, naked girls are funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
Sexy jujitsu.
They haven't
Well,
seen
don't say
Rock Lee
that.
yet. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Rock Lee, you haven't seen him
What do
yet.
you mean? You're not showing them the 4Kids version?
No, it's just the one on Netflix.
Wow.
What? We're live, pal.
Ask
No, it's
Blakely what her
missing.
favorite part of the Japan trip was.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of Japan?
Everything.
Everything?
Yes.
Yeah, but like, give me something specific.
Pop out.
The deer bowing.
Ah, yes, the bowing deer.
That's my favorite place on earth. When I get old, I'm just gonna go live in that park and
It's
I'm gonna wear brown and just blend
You
in
should
with
become
them.
a monk and live in the temple.
No, I want to live in the park.
With the deer?
Yeah.
One of the deer bit Ari, my youngest daughter.
Yeah, she bite it
And-
back.
No,
You gotta
but
bite him
she's
back to
Probably
show
gonna
power.
turn into a radioactive deer now
A weird deer.
Why radioactive?
because it's
A weird-
radioactive.
Well, what do you mean? Why?
Close enough to Fukuoka.
Just
Okay,
like,
you don't have to.
just like Spider-Man.
All right.
Yeah.
How do you know the deer? Oh, right. Okay.
All right, chat. I'm gonna send Blakeley away. You guys have 5 seconds to ask her any question. Ask her anything.
Send Blakely away. Only the strongest will survive.
Boy.
It's a Breaking Benjamin. Nice.
Oh, you like that, Shane?
Yeah.
What's
You
your
get
favorite
that
color,
reference?
Blakely?
Blue.
Yeah, I'm white.
Blue is
I
her
love
favorite
Breaking
color.
Benjamin.
Blue is the warmest color.
Did you see Godzilla?
Yeah.
Yes, she did see Godzilla. Actually,
Which one?
go show them the baby Godzilla that's on my little globy thing over there. Check it out. Brr, 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 brr,
Brum, 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 brum.
brr, 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 brr. Thank you for subscribing.
Brum, 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 brum. Get the fuck up. Brum, 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 brum. Simon says, get the fuck up. Dun, 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 dun. The champ is here.
I've seen that guy play that live.
Really?
Yeah, he's doing a music
Wow.
festival randomly in Australia once.
What?
No shit.
Yeah,
Cool.
I haven't
That's pretty
even worked
cool.
Australia.
yeah.
That's the only continent we haven't worked.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Content? Continent.
Oh, wait, no. South America, I guess we never.
No.
Yeah, but that's pretty easy.
Does
Is
Puerto
it?
Rico? Does Puerto Rico count?
Oh
I
yeah,
speak
does
Spanish.
Puerto Rico count?
You haven't been to
No,
Puerto
that's part of
Rico.
America, isn't
Yeah,
it?
shut up, dude.
Doesn't America own Puerto Rico?
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be part of the
Own.
continent, right?
I mean own.
No, yeah, you're
I'm
right.
pretty sure it's North America though, because even Mexico's North America. Deceivingly. I didn't get anything cleared through customs.
Mate, whoever declares anything from customs,
Is
what a
a
fool.
cop, yeah.
They've already gone through your bag. There's no need to declare
Yeah.
anything.
What do I
It's
need
funny
to
because
declare?
I told them myself on customs. They did
You
not give a
what?
shit. I had 3 peanut butter sandwiches that I took out the bag and I said, "Hey, I'm not allowed to bring this in, right?" They were like, no," and then I threw them away. And then after I left, I was like, "They were not going to know I had those peanut butter sandwiches. I could have ate those. That was kind of
Yeah.
sad."
What did you get in Japan, Mansoor?
What did I get?
Yeah.
Syphilis.
How'd you get that?
Don't go to the soap lands. It's not worth it.
The Soaplands.
Well, you should
And
go to
Shane,
the soap lanes.
your recommendation was
Paragon Green,
bullshit.
thank you for the gift subs.
Because one day they won't be there anymore.
Why not?
Because of nuclear war?
No, because they're kind of illegal.
They're already
Soaplands?
illegal.
Well, they don't give out new licenses.
So they're just
Oh, they're letting
they're
them
gonna
die of
age
old
out?
age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're trying to age them out. So yeah, you
Oh.
can't you renew a license, and then they don't let them do they make it real hard for them to upgrade their buildings and whatnot. So that's why they all look so old. I've never been inside of one, but a friend of mine did.
Oh yeah, that was the plot of Yakuza 7, Like a Dragon.
Really?
Yeah, they're cleaning up the streets.
Yeah.
Mansoor picked up a gambling addiction. Well, he already had a gambling addiction, but
Stop. I mean, it was
a
already
new
there.
flavor.
God,
He
dude,
just
the
found a
pachinko,
slower way to lose all his money
the
without
pachinko is
winning anything.
it's much worse than regular gambling, man. Pachinko sucks. Suck my ass. It's complete
You're
bullshit.
yeah, you don't even know what's going on.
I have no fucking clue, and that's kind of the problem because it's fun to watch, right? So for those of you who don't know, Japan gambling is illegal. So
What's
basically,
illegal?
what they have these adult Chuck E. Cheeses where you can go
And you
and
win
play
balls.
you play kind of like it's almost like a pinball machine. You shoot, you press a button, but you don't press a button. You have to angle a button. There's a certain degree of skill involved. You push down on this sensitive trigger, and it shoots little pinballs down like a little have you ever seen one of
Little
those
ball
games
bearings.
where
It's a little
a
plinko.
ball
It's a little
a
plinko.
ball
Pachinko.
comes down and it's random where it lands. So if it lands in the middle, then the machine will roll slots. And if you get 3 numbers in a row, you win. The thing about Pachinko is you're shooting hundreds of these little balls, and every time they land in the middle, you get 1 roll. And sometimes it's two, and then it'll be okay, time to find the 3rd one, and it'll play a fucking 20-minute
Cinematic
feature length film. It'll play a feature length film
of
of whatever the
Godzilla fighting
Pachinko.
Shinji.
Or what was the anime, Brennan, that you liked that we were doing?
Konosuba.
Yeah, I assume that's an isekai.
It's yeah, that's Konosuba.
So it's some isekai, and it's okay, here's the number, and then the machine goes, duh, and then it plays a cutscene of the guy being a giant monster, da, 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 and it plays dramatic music, and then it's what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be 2 or 3? If it gets 2, it's a jackpot, and then it'll be 3. Oh, chance mode, and then the whole machine starts spinning, and there's loud noises, and it goes, doo, 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 and everybody turns and looks at you, and it's and the guy's Nani, I will not allow it to be 3, and then blast magic at the screen cracks. Me and Brennan are what's happening? And the 2 starts spinning, and it slowly transforms into a 3, and after a 5-minute cutscene, it goes, 2, and you get nothing. You get nothing. American slots, Western, casino slots. If you even get something small, you can win a little bit of money. Pachinko, it's like all or nothing, right? Like, unless you get those fucking 3 in a row, you're not winning shit. The only good thing is that, like, you put in 1,000 yen, which is like $5, right? And that'll get you like a decent amount of playtime, so it's much cheaper. And it's
Yeah.
not like American gambling where the more you spend on a bet, the more you'll win. All the balls are worth the same, right? So, I mean, there's probably a
Isn't
higher
that
value.
worse in a way?
I mean, it depends on what you prioritize, right? Because, like, if you want to just spend all day on a machine, it'll cost less.
Yeah.
Whereas in America or, like, in a Western casino or a non-Pachinko casino, I guess, you can burn through all your money in 5 minutes.
Your video's gone,
You know?
Mansoor. Where'd it go?
Oh.
There it goes. It's back. Yeah, it returns you to like a state of religion because like you don't understand what's going on. So you're kind of
No
just like
fucking clue.
you're kind of just praying to like a sky god and praying that like for good signs whenever you think something
And you know
good
what
is
else?
going to happen and it's like chance. You're like, yes, this means we're winning, or it goes like ×3, and then it's like, yes, we're going to win, and then the god does not answer your prayers, and then you just lose.
And the craziest thing, there's fucking quick time events.
Yeah,
Like, you can't even just focus on the screen. It'll be
you
like,
shot Godzilla, right?
yeah, we had to shoot Godzilla with a quick time event, and it was like, quick, press this button, and then there's some like Japanese character on. I'm like, I don't know what fucking button is
Do
that.
you think you'd lose
So,
if you didn't hit the quick time event?
I don't know because I hit it every time. I don't know. I honestly don't.
It is
But if
like
that's the
life.
case, that's
It's kind
bullshit.
of like Japan is its whole society is broken down to games of chance, and I'm wondering what that means sociologically. Because
Yeah, like your daughter.
yeah, my oldest daughter became addicted to gachapon when we got there, and everywhere we went, there's
Explain
gacha.
what that is to the people at home.
For people who don't know, it's like that thing that would be outside of the barber shop when you were a kid, and you put in 25 cents, and then a little ball comes out with a toy in it. They got those everywhere, but the balls are bigger and the toys are way better. Hold on, here's one that I got from the Evangelion thing at Kyoto. Thank you for subscribing, Wembley TV. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed Japan. Did you mark out over going to certain places due to JRPGs? Also, since it's not a full message. But yes, we did mark out over standing in Ava Unit 1's hand. We marked out over... Actually, I marked out over when we landed, or not when we landed, when we got to the Airbnb. You could hear like the Japanese crow. Like the one from the anime. It's very specific. It's a very specific sounding crow. And I heard it again because now Sierra's watching Evangelion, Mansoor.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, oh, not you finally deciding to watch the most pivotal piece of media in my life. But,
well, I assume going to the theme park made her want to do it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And it was also because we were talking about how she got Shinji in the personality test.
Oh, no. Yeah, that would make me want to know. Like, why am I Shinji? And then being like, oh, no.
No, I'm Shinji.
Oh, I'm the main character. That's a good thing, right?
That's what I told her. It's the main character.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, why don't you go?
Mark out Shane. Since Shane is a fan of pegging, has he ever played the Chad puzzle game Peggle? Yeah, I doubt it.
Peggle 2!
But Peggle's a good game. I doubt Shane's played it because he only plays Star Wars, the phone game, and
Galaxy of Heroes.
What's that other game that he plays that's for like brain dead Zoomers?
Fortnite?
Or Gen Alpha? No, he plays like a little baby game. This is the only other game he plays.
Did he leave? Where is he?
He left. You didn't even realize he left?
No, I honestly didn't.
Did he say bye? Star Wars. No, he just left.
Yeah,
he said that he said in the chat that his wife came home, so he had to pretend like he was sad and waiting for her.
Oh, babe, I missed you so much.
I was sitting here doing nothing because my life is nothing without you.
I sat here staring at the wall, wondering when my wife was going to be home.
Here I am, sat here, doing nothing, and just waiting for my wife to come home.
Me wife. Not me
Thank
wife.
you, Coco
Not
Crump,
footy.
for subscribing
Simple
with
as.
Prime. Any one of you can subscribe with Prime for the price of free. I know you have Amazon Prime because I know you guys don't leave your houses. I know you guys get stuff ordered. So subscribe with Prime. Give it to me.
Oh, Amazon Prime. The only thing Prime in my life is me wife.
Is me wife. I love
Love
wife
me,
guy
dog.
Shane.
Love me dog. Love me wife. Love footy. Simple as.
Ice. Simple ice.
All right, guys. This is what is it? How much is this? This is 90 plus 50, 140 plus 20, 100. This is 200 pounds. All right.
Did your muscles completely deflate over the course of 2 weeks?
Yeah, actually, here's what you guys don't understand. If I don't eat like 10,000 calories a day and work out every day, I just become like Gumby. I just become just a lanky, skinny nothing. I'll blow away in the wind. I legitimately lost like 15 pounds since we left for Japan.
Thanks to
And
slavery, I don't have to worry about that problem.
And it's partly because everyone I was traveling with is a fucking vegetarian, vegan, something mix. So I barely got to sit down and enjoy a juicy Wagyu steak, which I didn't get to do. We didn't go to Ribera, you know. We didn't go to Mr. Danger.
The chat is calling you Cumby.
Excuse me?
You said you become Cumby, and now they're calling you Cumby.
I said Gum. I clearly said Gumby.
No, you wouldn't be Gumby. You'd be Cumby.
I wouldn't. No, actually, I didn't jerk off the entire trip.
What?
So think about that. Yeah, think about that. How was I gonna? I was in an Airbnb with like other people's like children, and I'm not gonna do that.
I thought you would relish in the opportunity to leave your seed on another continent.
That's disgusting. No. And our baby slept with us in the bed, so nothing was gonna happen there.
Oh yeah. That would.
Luckily, we didn't go to any. I mean, like, I wasn't even turned on. Like, we even went to like the porn capital of Tokyo,
which we stumbled upon. We stumbled upon it.
Apparently, it's a big landmark. We literally just got off the train, walked around Akihabara, and said, "Oh, we'll walk into this anime store." 7 levels of porn.
Yeah,
7 levels, and
I thought it was just an anime store,
and a basement level for hentai and dojin. Surprisingly, only 1 level for hentai and dojin. 6 for 3D porn.
3D? You mean just regular porn?
Yeah, regular three-dimensional porn.
And every level became like another level of depraved. Like you have to earn your darkness.
It was kind of like Dante's Inferno. Like it was like the Divine Comedy, but like flipped upside down. The more you ascended, the more depraved and vile the shit became. Like once we got to level 7, it was like scat, like shitting in people's mouths. It was like people being put in airtight,
sucking,
licking, like corpse porn, like people corpseified, like porn of women who look dead, and that was the like theme of the porno. But also like Kung Fu Panda 3, like you could also
Kung Fu
buy.
Panda 3 was there.
We saw Kung Fu Panda 3, and like
but it was on like the 6th floor of the JAV store.
Like it would be like you'd see one DVD and it would be like, I put a squid in my asshole, and then right next to it, it would be like The Departed.
Shark
and
Tale.
You're like, what? Yeah, why is this happening?
Was I stared at a lot for being tall? Well, in Tokyo, people don't look up. They just stare down while they walk. Like, there were obviously certain glances because, I don't look like I belong there. But where I was really stared at was when we took the Shinkansen to Kyoto, and there was a class of kids from a school that were on their school trip, just like Persona. They were on their school trip to Kyoto, and they were getting on the train, and they were clearly from the middle of nowhere, friggin' Inaba or whatever, because they'd never seen a big black guy before. And one of the kids gathered the courage to walk up to me and said, "Nice body." And I was like, "Arigato, kid. Arigato." And they take pictures of me because I was tall or because I was no. It was actually when we were at the show in Nagoya. It was like they all had the reason to take a picture, so like they all did. But outside of that, no, they weren't. They were chill. Very
There was a guy at
idyllic.
the show. There was a guy at the show who paid us to just take pictures of us without him.
Yeah, because
And
we
he
don't
was
charge.
like-
We don't charge if somebody just wants to take a picture with us or of us. We take if you want to take a picture with us, we'll charge you because
Yeah, and then there's like certain
gonna
people
touch
who are
us.
like, I really want to take a picture with you, but I can't afford it. And to them, we let them take the picture, but we take it really blurry. Like,
yeah, we're like, oh, it's gonna be a really bad picture.
they're like, please, like, I really can't afford it, but I want to take a picture of this. I'm like, okay, I take his phone and I go, say cheese, and I just shake it around while I take the picture.
Which I think is fair.
I think that's fair. But in Nagoya, yeah, like, there are people who just wanted to take pictures of us. And typically we do that for free, but for this guy, he had like a professional camera, and he wanted us to do 3 distinct poses. And I was like, oh, this is fetish shit. Like, you're going to jerk off to this. In that case, yes, we will charge for that, because
And we charge.
I mean, it's true.
We charge a substantial fee of 10,000 yen.
So, yeah, I hope he enjoys that. I mean, I'm not going to, what is that, a B? There's a B in my girl. Oh, shit.
Oh, you're finished. How tall am I? I'm 6'7". For shoot. Ignore my Wikipedia page. It's wrong.
Yeah, your NFL stats say otherwise. They say like you're 6'4".
No, it says I'm like 6'5.5".
Oh,
The NFL stats are famously like the shortest you can ever be because what they do when they measure you at the combine is they make you stand up against the wall. They make you put your chin down and put your head against the wall. And they flatten your head and they make you go shoulder width apart with your feet, which makes you a little shorter. And then they make you like stand with your toes out, which makes you even shorter. You literally easily lose like 2 inches.
so why do they want you to be shorter than you are?
I don't know. Maybe it's because everybody is tall, so it's not like that big a deal. So if somebody actually shows up,
It's okay, Layla. It's okay. Go to bed.
Why is she in the garage?
No, I'm talking into her monitor.
Oh, was I in Madden? Yeah, I was in Madden. I'm still in Madden, I think.
You were in Madden as vacant, right? You didn't have a picture.
No, I have a picture. I think
Really?
They don't if you're a free agent, which I technically still am, you like stay in the game. They just own my face.
What? But they don't pay you royalties?
No, they did for
Wow.
the game that I was supposed to be in, but I don't think they pay me anymore.
Thoughts on the new college game coming out?
It's good because I think they're gonna pay them.
So explain to me, like, football fans and football video game fans, what's like the big hype? Because I know AJ Styles was really excited about this.
For the college
What's
game?
the-
So, because people like certain college teams more than they like NFL teams.
Okay.
Like, people will have more of a kinship with like a certain college because they could have gone to the college. It's not necessarily just where you live. Like, it could be like your family went to that college and traditionally you go to that college. So people like ride or die for their favorite college team. For a while, people used to prefer college because they felt like it was like love of the game.
A pure form
love of the
sport.
game because
Okay.
only the rich white people who own the college were making money off of the players and not the players. But now the players get paid, so they probably don't love it for the love of the game anymore.
So,
They should have Mutant League.
Blood Bowl?
Yeah, Blood Bowl.
So it's kind of like when a new game comes out of a different company in wrestling, and the people who would download CAUS are so excited because it means they get to play as like
The new characters.
it's like when the
But
TNA game came out.
It's not about. I don't think it's about the players necessarily, because the players like they're there for 3 years. Like you don't become like.
It's about the team.
It's about the team. It's about the like stadium. There's a lot more like famous college stadiums than there are NFL stadiums.
Oh, interesting.
Like
Okay.
if you think about like famous NFL stadiums, you think of like maybe like Lambeau Field or like that's probably it. Chat, you can verify with me, but I don't really think of anybody. But if you think of college teams, like they've got Touchdown Jesus at Notre Dame, Michigan's got the Big House. There's much more like famous arenas, I guess, and songs and chants. Yeah, a little bit more like England and their soccer chants. Good for them though. Like they're getting. I don't know how they're paying people accordingly, because I don't imagine that they're paying somebody at like JMU who's going to be in the game, a second string guy at JMU, as much as a guy who's at like LSU or Alabama and a starting quarterback. I'm sure he's getting paid more, but
So Brennan, the Jacksonville Jaguars, right?
what? Yeah, yeah.
So talk about when I thought that guy was marking out for you in the airport.
Yeah, so we're at the airport going to a place that we can't talk about, and this guy who was sitting next to me on the plane was asking me. He didn't speak English very well, but he taps me on the shoulder, and I'm walking with Mansoor, and he's just like, Jacksonville, Jacksonville. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not. And then Manny jumps in, just like boisterous and confident, and he's like, yeah, he played for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, you recognize him? You want me to take a picture? And I'm like, no, I think he's lost in trying to figure out where the terminal to Jacksonville is. So I run away because now I'm befuddled because I've been outed. And I find the gate for the guy, and I'm like, oh, go to this gate. And then he was like, oh, thank you. I was like, he didn't watch football, let alone the one time I was on the Jags for a summer.
Doesn't that kind of make you feel like what a strange coincidence that he was asking about Jacksonville, considering the trip we were on?
What I don't know what you're. I don't know where we were. We were going home from Japan.
I just think it's interesting, don't you think?
Yeah, maybe it's a sign.
It might be a sign. I've thought a lot about Signs recently. It's a great movie.
It's just a good film. What signs have you seen?
I guess it's just strange because, like, I don't know if I can talk about it, but like, I had an opportunity to do something recently that fell through, and it was happening at the same time as us getting an opportunity to do something that is going through, which is good,
That we also
and that we also can talk about. And it's like, how is this all happening at the exact same time? Like, it's very bizarre. And then, but you know, the thing before that didn't work out, which is fine. But yeah, I've never really been like everything happens for a reason guy. But more recently, I kind of have become that guy. I don't know.
I'm pretty confident in everything happening for like life path wise. Like it doesn't get more like divinely timed than the story of my life.
Yeah, it feels like it, right?
Yeah, so like I'm very like that's why I don't worry about stuff so much, right? Like okay, the biggest example I always use is when I got hurt and I couldn't play football anymore. The first place I got drafted was the Houston Texans. When I was in Houston, I made the contact with Booker T by going to his indie shows. And he gave me his contact, and he said, yeah, if you ever want to train, hit me up. And the fact that I was able to make that contact within 6 months of my tryout so that I could learn how to wrestle before I tried out, just because I went to the right place. Like, if I went to Green Bay, I don't know that that's the same.
Wisconsin!
Maybe I go to Ken Anderson School.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like stuff like that just seems to work out. So I don't fret too much about things.
Yeah, it's like even the bad things that happen to us turn into better things, you know?
Yeah. And
so that's cool. But,
and for the example, or for that example, like we're happier now. Like obviously things aren't where we want them to be just yet, but we're having a good time. We got to go to Japan that we always wanted to do. Like things are good.
Yeah, things are good.
And inshallah they will get better when certain people finally get a clue and leave.
Yep, that is going to be an interesting
Interesting
development.
Interesting times.
Somebody's asking about your Nintendo Direct take.
Marvel looks cool. I saw, what do they have? Danganronpa. They did Danganronpa. Marvel. Yeah, we need a leave. We won't need the leave emote for long because the decision will be made.
Wait, there's an emote? Where?
No, there's not an emote. The people are saying leave emote when.
Oh yeah, no, it's very soon. I mean, that'll be that has a 2-day shelf life. So
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen.
Some might say that it's already happened, but
I was like, oh, we should make leave a thing on Dijack's Twitter, and then I was like, that'll die in a day. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, so yeah.
You want your lasting impact to be a short-lived meme? Like, it's not worth it.
No.
Focus
No,
on
worth
Ook
it.
stocks. Keep on focusing.
Yeah,
on
Ook. We really gotta focus on Ook. Like that's the fundamentals of Ook are crazy. It's very bullish.
Oh, speaking of which,
kind of like the fucking GameStop.
Did you lose all your money on
dude.
GameStop again?
So I didn't lose all my money. I invested in GameStop like 3 years ago, like thousands of dollars, and then like a month ago it went all the way back up, and I could have made a big profit. And I said, "Oh, surely it'll go higher." It crashed right back down to $20 a share, and I thought, "Well, surely that's just like, surely it'll go back up again." And then it did go back up again to 60. And I was like, yeah, I could sell it now, but then I wouldn't get as big a profit. I'm going to wait for it to go back up to 80 again. And then it crashed right back to 20.
That's your greed. You should have gotten out while you had a chance.
But should I? Because, like, every 6 months, this thing goes really crazy. So it's almost
Is it every 6 months? I thought, like, it was a couple years since it last happened.
Yeah.
So are you just going to keep it until maybe something happens in 5 years?
My philosophy is, as long as I haven't sold, I haven't lost any money. Which is technically true. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I haven't sold, which means I haven't lost any money because it's all technically still in. It's kind of like when you own a house, right? Like, even if I'm dead broke, I still own a house worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
so I'm technically
if your house was only worth like 25 cents at some point and it was never
it's
going
my
to go
house,
up,
but you can't know that for sure.
I guess you can't know it for sure.
You gotta wait till the value goes up and you make a profit. It's as simple as that. No, shut up, chat. No, you don't. I didn't fuck up. I'm exercising my option and I'm choosing to be patient so that I can maximize the value of my investment. It's as simple as that. It's only up from here. People love going out and buying physical copies of video games. Okay?
I felt like when we were in Japan, like I wanted to go to a game store, but then I was like, well, I won't be able to read it. Like, it might be cool to hold.
Yeah, and our consoles won't be able to play it.
Yeah, our well, do they still have region lock consoles?
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, the region lock is that I don't have a modern console anymore, so it's over.
You don't have a PS5?
Nah. I was like, why? Bloodborne 2 wasn't coming out.
Oh, speaking of, lost my fucking Steam Deck on this trip.
Oh yeah,
sucks.
It's a shameful thing.
It's a shameful thing. And Shadow of the Erdtree is coming out.
It's out like this week.
That's it. I don't do Steam Cloud. I don't save on the cloud. So
you don't?
That's no. Fuck no.
What? Why? I live in fear.
I don't want Steam reading all my info. You know.
Your info on what your build is for Elden Ring? That's what you're worried about Steam knowing?
I don't need Steam selling my information to like Meta or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Or the Pentagon.
I mean, they're gonna get it anyway. You live in America. You signed away.
We are living in America. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's not that I lost it. TSA took it.
Yeah, they stole it.
I'm not getting it back. I know where it is. They have it. They're
No,
not
the
giving it back to
AirTag
me.
doesn't help. No, so what happened was TSA was going through Mansoor's milk supply, and when they were doing that, they took his Steam Deck.
I have a baby, so I bring milk on the plane. My wife and I
yeah, it's
pack
your
milk.
baby's milk.
Yeah. So while I was packing up the milk after TSA, they took my bag with my Steam Deck in it, took out the Steam Deck from the bag, put it in a separate bin, and then ran my bag through again without telling me. So when I went back to get my bag, I thought it had just gone through the first time. So I picked it up and left without knowing they had taken out the deck. I realize it when I'm going through my bag, and I go, okay, well then I'll just file a lost and found report. Same day, they should have it.
No.
Fucking, it's been 2 weeks, no response. I call, they say, oh, you got to file it online. I go there, I physically, personally go to LAX on the way back to TSA, and I say, where's your lost and found? They go, oh, there is no physical lost and found. You have to email us. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean there's no physical lost and found? Where do you put all the shit? They're like, oh, sir, I can't help you. What do you mean you can't fucking... Like, it's so night and day. Not to sound like a weeb, but the difference in how nice people are in Japan, holy shit, versus America, where employees just treat you like complete shit. And I'm not an unfair person. I always treat service workers and sex workers with respect. But I always am polite. But why the unnecessary hostility? Why the unnecessary hostility?
Not to be like superior Japanese culture.
Right. But they are much nicer.
Because Japan has its own problems, and like we can't speak to it because we don't live there. But being there, like when I said it was idyllic, the way a child the age of my youngest daughter would just get on the subway and get off the subway on her way to school. It was just like my brain just fried because I was like, I can't imagine this back home. I can't imagine just being like, oh yeah, Ari, go get some milk from the conveni. Like I couldn't imagine sending my daughter to do that. And it's so just safe and comfy, and it's good. Thing in Japan, good sometimes. We also saw some like drunk salarymen, which was not good, but
passed out.
They were at least safe from sleep.
Tell them about the kids park we went to. No parents.
So, and this is something I like believe strongly in. Children on this side of the life spectrum, right, should occupy the same spaces as old people. Like they keep each other alive. And in Japan, we went to a park. We just passed the park on the way home. And the kids were like, oh, let's play in the park. We were like, go play with the park. Because the kids just got out of school. There were Japanese kids. They were playing in the park. And there was just a couple of random old people that just stop and they sit in the park. And they sit in the park because like they probably had like an aerobics class earlier. And they were just taking a break. And they just sit there and they watch the kids in case something like actually needs an adult intervene or interaction. And they don't, none of the kids belong to these old people. They're just there. And it gives the old people something to do. It keeps the kids alive, and it gives the kids' parents the ability to just work their 9 to midnight like they have to.
My 1.5-year-old daughter was running around the park, and these little Japanese kids were running up to her going, kawaii, kawaii. They were really, really sweet. They were like
one of the
helping
kids
her
had
on
such
to like
we called him Hat Kid. He had such main character energy. He was the leader of his friend group, and he was like really in charge of interacting with this foreign white baby.
Yeah, they were all like getting around like in a circle and like discussing the plan. And then when my like daughter's trying to climb the slide, they like help her up the slide and then help her down. And it was very, very cute. Very cute.
Yeah.
And like when they speak English, they're very like, excuse me, my name, whatever. And then he'll be like, yeah. And then he'll be like, and I go, and I'll say, Mansoor. And he's like, Mansoor, oh, and like, very nice to meet you. Like, they're like, oh my God, like,
Well, it's
What kind,
funny.
respectful children? In America, you'd be kicking my shin and
Yeah,
biting my ankle. You know,
the kids in America would be doing Fortnite dances on your
the kids,
corpse.
the kids in America would slash my tendons with a rusty knife, and then do this fucking shit on top of my corpse. Mughali asked you, would you move and live in Japan?
I really the only thing that keeps me from doing it is and I talked to somebody while I was there, and they had a similar problem because they now live in Japan, but I like my family, so it's very difficult and expensive to get to and from Japan. And while it might be good and you can probably save a lot by living in Japan, you'd end up spending a lot. Like if I need to see my family a couple times a year, so between them either coming to me or me going to them, it would just be too much. But I loved it, and where we stayed, like I thought it was like the perfect. It wasn't really too touristy, but it was still foreigner friendly. But it was really cool.
Yeah, talk about how like when we went to what was it? What's Shiwa? What was it?
Where?
Not Shibuya. What was the
Akihabara?
place with the? No, what was the place? Uh, fuck. What was the area where we went to the? The area where we saw all the foreigners because all the foreigners go there. Shinagawa?
Was
Shinagawa?
it? Yeah. Oh, well, it was Odaiba, right?
Or was it Odaiba? Yeah. We went
Odaiba
somewhere and
was
we
a big touristy place. Yeah.
we saw a bunch of foreigners, like, and we were like, "Ugh, disgusting."
Oh,
I was like,
disgusting gaijin pigs! Leave my
gaijin.
beautiful country.
We were like, take me back to Sumida City to the Sky
Yeah,
Tree,
I want to go back to the Sky Tree where my guiding
where you'll see
family.
you'll see like one odd. Oh yeah, there was a vending machine next to our Airbnb. Whenever we got lost, we just looked for this like illuminating uh, beverage container that's just blasting light,
It
and
would say,
we would call that our
my
yeah
guiding moonlight."
yeah. Do we want to just go day by day and tell them what we did?
Yeah, sure. Well, the first day we got in, we tried to stay up as late as we could, and then went to sleep so we could get on track. Second day was Skytree Mall, right?
Uh huh. Yeah,
Skytree
we
Mall
saw.
has
We went to the Pokemon
Ghibli
Center over
store,
there.
yeah, a Pokemon Center. Um,
There's a Kirby Cafe.
yep.
Dead
Just
by Daylight restaurant.
a deadline. No, it wasn't a restaurant. It was a pop-up store.
Very bizarre.
Yeah, what was interesting was there's a lot of just like you wouldn't think there would be a dedicated space for certain things. Like there was what was that American horror game?
Dead by
Poppy's
Daylight.
Playtime? No, Poppy's
Oh yeah,
Playtime.
Public Playtime. Yeah.
They had like a Poppy's Playtime section in one of the stores, and I was like, wow, I didn't know that popped off here. That's also what's kind of interesting from like a weeb perspective to see what because obviously in Japan that's like where most of the marketing is for a lot of the things that you'd watch, and for shows that are like ongoing, it was interesting to see what had like a big presence. um like for example, I didn't see a whole lot of Chainsaw Man stuff, which is funny because I think Chainsaw Man's like exquisite and everybody in the West loves
Oh,
it. But
because you went to the Jump Store.
yeah, well, yeah, I went to the Jump Store. Jump Store didn't really have a whole lot of anything. Had like stickers and like keychains. But yeah, what was the big one? They had a lot of Dungeon Meshi. There was a good amount of Dungeon Meshi for like a show that was ongoing. Um, Furin, there was a lot of Furin. But otherwise, it was all freaking One Piece. Ava still lives. Like, Ava's still
Oh,
everywhere.
big time. Yeah, yeah. Which is crazy to me because like it's so weird.
It's so what's. I was trying to explain to Sierra what I love about Ava so much is like it's the story of Ava, right? Like it's a guy who gets the job to make a like a Monster of the Week mecha show for kids or for merchandising or whatever. and then it gradually becomes like this deconstruction of his own like struggles communicating with people. And the only reason he's able to continue to like make new stuff is because for some reason it resonated in such a way that it still sells a bunch of product. So whenever they need to make a new rebuild or something, they'll shell over a bajillion dollars because they're like, new freaking plug suits is gonna sell new toys. So whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it. And
It's kind of like how like Star Wars was just George Lucas trying to say that Vietnam were the good guys.
yeah,
And it ended up being a massive American cultural capitalist achievement.
that's actually a great example. Like it's just something just runs so far away from its original like stated purpose.
Like people still don't know that the prequels were just because Lucas hated Bush, right? Like he just wanted to shit on Bush, and nobody knows that because nobody watching the prequels were like, this is a deconstruction of the Trade Federation. Who the fuck understands that?
It's that meme of like the guy that sees the Gundam and he's like, oh cool, giant robot, and it says war is bad going over his head.
Yeah.
Which also we saw a giant robot.
We did. We saw many.
We saw a couple giant robots.
Your wife put me over, Brennan, in the chat.
Why?
She said Manny is truly so annoying, but he planned a great trip.
He did plan a great trip. He did. He was
tell him how I surprised you, Brennan.
Which time? You surprised me with the Ava karaoke.
Oh yeah, I did surprise you twice. That's right. We went with Anthony Green to Akihabara, and I told Brennan we were going to do karaoke. But what I didn't tell him is that we were going to do it in the Ava designed karaoke booth with a Unit 1 in the wall, and it had the Lance of Longinus.
The Lance of Longinus in the table.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
I got to sing Baka Mitai like while I was drinking a melon float. It was perfect.
It's so funny because like speaking of Anthony Green, we have seen some people that I haven't seen in years almost. Like it's been so long since I've seen AG, and it's been so long since I've seen that other guy we saw at the place we're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like we missed any time at all. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah.
I feel like that's just how it is. Like maybe not just in wrestling, but in like I don't know. You can talk about it. I don't know if I fully.
I don't even think it's a wrestling thing. It's like I've seen like jokes made about male friendships, and it's a very specifically like masculine friendship thing, where like my best friends from high school, I don't know where they live. I don't know like what they're up to on a day-to-day basis. I don't ask them how they are. We talk frequently, but like it's never about anything that's not just like, hey, did you see a new video game? Or like it's very like surface level. But like if I went home and I saw them, it would be like nothing changed.
That's so funny because my wife asked me the other day, I'm in a group chat with all my high school friends, like my closest high school friends. And my wife asked me, "Oh, how's so-and-so's girlfriend?" And I was like, "Girlfriend? What fucking girlfriend?
Yeah,
since when?" And she was like, "His girlfriend that we met when we lived in San Francisco." I was like, "Oh, I don't. He doesn't talk about her ever."
Yeah, I don't know.
Like we, and it made me realize, like, I legitimately do not ask my friends, like, "How are you? What's going on in your life?" We just talk about things.
And it's like, is it a bad thing? I don't think it's a neutral thing. Well, no, because
it's a neutral.
No, because you know what? I feel like my friends that I actually care about, like the actual relationships that matter to me, even though it feels like that, I bet you if something bad happened, they would be comfortable coming to me if they needed to talk about it.
Sure.
I feel like it can be completely surface level all the time and flip a switch if it was necessary, right? So it's not like I'm hiding the depth. It's like the depth is available if you need it, but it's like a stock. You just leave it so that you don't touch it, and then one day when stocks go up, then we'll cash out. But like I don't know. It's weird. Men
Yeah.
relationships are different.
I think about like how in The Sims when you don't talk to your friend for a long time, the relationship meter just goes away.
Meter.
Like that just doesn't happen in real
No, it
life.
doesn't happen in real. Well, it does. It does for girls.
Well, I'm trying to think because like I don't know because like I can think of so many people I haven't talked to in years. The thing is like with the wrestlers that we saw over this trip, I still talk to them regularly online. Like I text them.
Yeah, but you
I'm
don't
trying
see
to think if there was somebody I haven't texted or messaged in years that I was close to in high school, and if you put me in a room with them, would it be just like old times? I don't know. I'd have to find out.
So I have my version of that is I've got like friends from my college football team that I don't see ever. I don't talk to frequently. But like if a wedding comes up, if somebody from the team got married and we're all back at this wedding, it's like nothing changed.
Right.
And like it's a bit of like catching up is like, oh yeah, no, I'm still with Sierra. These are our kids, but like it's like right where we left off.
Right.
You see someone 4 times, then you become best friends. Yeah, even like I saw somebody who I haven't seen in Japan. My kids were like, "Why does Daddy know so many people in Japan?" I was like, "I don't know," but I saw somebody who I haven't seen in a long time that's moved to Japan, and like when we connected, it was just like, yeah, just a pleasant conversation, and we hung out, and it was cool, and I was like, wow, I wish we could hang out more, and then
you just won't. Yeah, it's just not gonna happen.
No, other side of the world, Japan. So that's the thing too is when we were on the Europe and Middle East tour, that's a several hour difference. But it's not so much of a difference that I feel like I was able to talk to my mom a couple of times. Like when I was in Paris, I was able to talk to my mom after the show. It wasn't impossible, but when you're in Japan and it's like a 13-hour difference from the East Coast, then it's like, oh, I got to stay up late to talk to you at like a reasonable time.
Right.
So it's almost like you're even disconnected from the even like people that we were texting. It was like we were texting at weird times. It's hard. It's harder because Dad's over, sweetie.
Well, I can't believe you're friends with PewDiePie.
Yeah, my close friend PewDiePie.
Bubba Ruski is surprised that I planned the whole trip. Why are you surprised, Bubba Ruski? Do you not think I'm capable?
I don't
of
think
planning a trip?
the personality that you present to the outside world would lend itself to planning. He is the planner.
Here's what you people need to understand, all right? I am a man who makes things happen, okay? I'm the reason why this Japan trip happened, okay? I bought all the Shinkansen tickets. I bought all the theme park tickets. Well, no, actually, but I organized when to go places. I organized tickets. I scheduled when we go certain places. I got maps. I got routes, okay? I organized all the attractions. I did all the studying. The only thing that Brennan's wife did, and did well, was finding the 2 places that white people eat in Japan.
Yeah, I was so mad. Every time we went to one of those vegan restaurants, there were some white people there, and I was like, ah!
People don't know this about me. I make shit happen.
No, he does. That's what it's in our relationships. Mansoor is more like my wife, and I'm more like Mansoor's wife.
Which is so funny because my wife really thought she was like the organized one until like maybe a year into our marriage when suddenly like a switch flipped and something happened. I don't know what it was. I used to not do shit.
It was your your code was unlocked.
The sleeper agent in me, the Splinter Cell. I genuinely think it's because I'm becoming my mother.
Yeah.
We'll see how that bodes for my children.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
And I think my wife is becoming her father. So, in a rare role reversal. And it's funny because my daughter acts just like me. So I really think when we have a son, she's going to act just like, or he's going to act just like Mia. Because you, Brennan, your oldest is just like you.
Yeah.
Your middle is just like Sierra.
Yeah. And then
your
my
oldest
youngest
is a mix.
My youngest,
I mean, your youngest is a mix.
She wants to be like Sierra, but she, at the end of the day, is just like me. She has all of my traits. She looks like my mom. She stays up late, is addicted to video games. Like, everything about her is me.
But she's a mommy's girl, eh?
My oldest is, yeah, she's a mommy's girl. My oldest is like me in, like...
silent rage. It's a silent rage.
Yeah, almost all the bad ways. It's just like in the quiet, like she's quiet, she's aloof, she doesn't really pay attention to what's going on. She reads, which I don't do. So I guess that's her mom. But like, yeah. No, it's
she reminds me of you in the sense that like when you first meet her, she's so nice and respectful and kind. And she is that for the most part. But when she's pissed off, she'll fuck you up. Like, she will find a way to fuck you up.
She does it like, I say that like my wife always says that she couldn't have sons. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like I'd rather have sons that just fight, like fist fight. Sons will just, like brothers will just fist fight and then they'll...
No, the way she fucks you up is like, in the shadows.
Yeah, she's like a shadow assassin, like a political assassin.
Your daughters were fighting, and we were like, stop. And then the moment we all turned around, like, she did something to Blakeley. Do you remember what it was? Like,
well, she'll like trip you. Like, she'll trip you from
her. Yeah, she tripped her. That's what it was. She tripped her. We all turned around and walked away, and suddenly Blakeley was like, ah! And she was on the ground, and she was like, call me tripping. Cole was like, no, I didn't.
I did. I didn't do it on... And I'm like, it makes me so mad because it's exactly what I would do. It's exactly what I would... So I'm like, you're not slick. You waited for me to look away, and this is straight out of my playbook, and I don't know how you learned it. Because I don't do it to... It's not like I do it to see... I don't trip Sierra when I'm upset.
It's genetic. It's genetic.
It is. There's nothing you can do. Your nature is ingrained into you.
We bought a snake toy for Layla. It's like a remote control snake. And we opened it for her, and she saw it, and she went... She was scared. And it was like, you've never had an experience with snakes. You don't know what snakes are. But innately, she was scared of snakes.
Yeah, it's the same way cats are afraid of cucumbers because they look like snakes.
Right. And the Undertaker. Is scared of cucumbers.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
when we have a son, I'm not having any... I'm done. I would have got the... If WWE would have given me my health care when I was a commentator, I would have gotten a snip. But
really? You would do that?
Get the snip? Absolutely.
You have that much unprotected sex? Congrats.
I'm not going to answer that.
That's great. Good for you, man. That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
All snipped Scooby-Doo.
All snipped Scooby-Doo.
All elite Brennan. I heard you got your tubes tied. That's awesome.
It's a very uninvasive procedure. It's very
fallopian tubes?
No.
Wait, so what is the snip? They cut your balls? What are they snipping? Because I was already snipped as a baby, and I'm mad about it.
No, for the snip, you just they go in through your gooch. They don't even go in through your balls. They find like a little cord, and then
they go up my ass.
No, it's like in your gooch.
They open up my taint.
It's like a slight incision in the taint, and then they just cut like a slight little thing, and then it's done. It's over. It's very it's like messed up if you were to make your wife get her tubes tied over you just getting a snip, because like you're recovered from a snip in like a day.
Oh shit!
Getting your fallopian tubes tied is like They have to splay them open up their freaking ovaries.
See,
tie
that's what I always
belts in the
tell. That's what I
tubes.
always tell Mia, because like every time we find something out about women, it's always horrible, right? Every time I learn something new about women, it's like the worst thing you can possibly imagine. Oh, in order to reproduce, you have to almost die and bleed out your vagina, and you have to push the biggest. You have to push a watermelon out of your little cooch, and like
And your body
this
is going to
shit.
permanently change forever. Your bones are going to shift
And
around.
like my wife has lost organs because of birth. Like shit has happened. She went to the hospital. She passed out. She lost so much blood a month after birth because of leftover blood. And like every time something like this happens, I just look at my wife and I go, "Shouldn't have eaten that apple." I guess, huh? I mean,
This is your
bad
punishment.
idea. Bad idea. I mean, shouldn't have talked to that snake.
It's
All I'm saying.
just like it's a testament to like I don't know like
The final
how did
testament.
the final testament. How do women survive? You know
I
they
could
have
not. I could not.
all the
I would.
cards are stacked against them.
I couldn't. It's horrible. It's. I couldn't
That's
even
why
imagine.
I'm an ally because nature
Oh,
hates them.
big time. I told my wife, I said, we can adopt for the rest of our family's history because I don't want to put you through that. Like seeing that, I was like, and knowing that their bodies trick them and their brain tricks them into forgetting how awful it was
Yeah,
chemically
chemically.
is that's malignant, don't you think? Like like what the fuck?
Gotta
Baha
rise
says,
up.
did you see that the Costco guy's dad was a wrestler? Yeah, I did see that.
He's a wrestler.
Uh,
We're
he
Costco
was a
guys.
wrestler. He was a wrestler, and his name was the American Power Child.
What?
I don't know what that means.
What was his finish?
The triple chunk cookie.
I'm gonna hit him with the triple chunk cookie.
Duke the
He looks
Dumpster
like a
listening to the
wrestler in the face.
stream.
He's got that bloat.
Yeah, he does. Listening to the stream while playing Football Manager, I feel like Damo. Boy, it's coming home. It's coming home.
It's coming out. It's coming out.
It's
It's
coming
coming
up.
out.
It's coming up.
It's there.
Um. Oh, that's what you guys should do. Every time I talk to Ridge Holland, we'd be like in the middle of a conversation, and I just remember that he's British, and I'd go, "It's there." So whenever Ridge Holland tweets, I want you guys to comment on his tweet saying,
It's
"It's coming up.
there.
It's there." Please do that, okay? Uh, anyway, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah. So second day of the Japan trip, what did we do, Brent? Or third day rather?
Third day was. What did we do? We went. Is that karaoke in Akihabara?
I believe it was. Yeah, we
What
went
did we do?
to
What did our families do?
the Tokyo National Park, I believe.
Yes, we went to. It was in Shinjuku.
Yeah,
And we saw the Godzilla store. We went
that
into
was
a
really cool.
mall
I
downtown
enjoyed that.
Shinjuku, which was cool. I had this thing the entire trip where I was like, I can't buy the first thing I see. I can't just because I'll overload on stuff. And I felt overloaded on stuff. I had like 50 pounds of records and art books and stuff in my carry-on bag that was like a burden for the second leg of that trip home. But yeah, we went to that mall. I didn't buy anything except for the little baby Godzilla. The park was beautiful. There was a temple in the middle of the park, which was really cool. The weather was amazing all week. It only rained
Oh, it
like
was
one
perfect.
day.
We just missed like the crazy heat.
Yep. Apparently, it gets really hot in July, which we weren't
Yeah.
there for. Shane says, Manny, push straight up. He says you're not doing good form.
What do you mean push straight up?
I wasn't looking at the
Like this?
exercise you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And then at night we went to Akihabara. We did the karaoke. We did the anime store.
Oh, so much porn. It was insane. And it was such a turnoff.
Yeah, it's like it's like
I
what
was
are you
not
doing?
bricked up.
And also
I was
like
not bricked up.
why like and it was amazing to me because like just a regular man would be on the 7th floor of hell just browsing the poop videos, and I'm like, you're just a regular man. You're gonna go home. You're gonna
Hold
buy
on.
a Blu-ray.
What do you mean push straight up without adducting the shoulder? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, he's got a good point.
What is that? What's adducting?
Adducting. Your adductors.
What is that? I don't know what that is. What is that?
I think.
What's adducting?
I think you're like shifting.
What do you mean squeezing? What am I squeezing?
You need to squeeze your back muscles, so that you don't move.
When you squeeze in, you lock out and take the weight off your shoulder. He's saying don't squeeze.
Oh, don't squeeze. I don't know. He would know. He looks great.
All right, watch it.
Did you see him on Collision? He looked great.
I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch it.
We were busy doing something else.
Yeah, we were busy.
All right, Shane, watch this. All right.
Why does
Not
your wife
squeezing.
let you watch the stream but not participate in the stream?
He's hiding. He's probably pretending to take a long poop right now. That's what I would do.
Don't worry, babe. I'm just having a little bit of the IBS.
How's that, huh? How's that? Is that better? Because I didn't feel like I did anything different. Baja said he was subscribed for like 53 weeks.
53 weeks? Is that a year yet?
That's insane. That's
Why,
more.
Why did you stop? You've been here for years.
That's more weeks than WCW was winning the Monday Night Wars.
Wow.
Profographic, thanks for subscribing.
Did you know that you could subscribe with Amazon Prime for free?
They're going to tell you do it wrong on purpose. Adducting is the act of squeezing. So then just fucking say squeeze, you goddamn pretentious piece of shit. Adduct, like, I've had a subscription since January 2020. Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Since before the crisis.
I guess that's why I give you free rides between indies, huh?
Yep. That's why
we
take care of him. He's paid for
paid us like $1,000, probably more, right?
$5 a month for 4 years.
That's got to add up. 12, 24, 36, 48. 48 times 5. Oh, yeah, that's not $1,000. Fuck you, Baja.
Yeah.
Pay for gas
Also,
next time.
we don't get all 5 of those dollars.
Yeah, that's true. We get like 2.
Yeah.
Speaking of my fucking wife.
No, my wife.
She, as a joke gift for my sister's birthday, she bought a Cameo from me. And she did it through the Cameo app, and we lost a bunch of money. Because
they just take a huge cut. She probably did it on her iPhone, so it cost even more.
Yes, exactly. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, it was a funny gift, but shit.
It was a funny gift. Speaking of cameos, both of our cameos are available.
Oh yeah, I get a lot more than Brennan, and that makes me really mad.
I don't know.
We were in Japan, and I was filming like 3 cameos as we were walking, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
It's because I really think people think they will just get me for free if they get yours for some reason, because I'm in half of them.
Well, you know that I charge $1 less than you, right?
What?
Yeah.
I thought we agreed never to undercut each other.
Well, we agreed to it, but I broke the agreement because I want money. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't do that.
That's spectacularly scummy.
I mean, if you did your due diligence, you would know.
No, I just don't.
You should always be studying your competition. So keep that in mind, guys. If you want a cameo from us, go to my page and pay $1 less, and you'll get both of us at the same time because I'll go to his house and make him film with me.
Yeah. So he needs his money for his Itachi wand. CM Origins, thank you for gifting a sub to Shane so that he doesn't have to watch ads anymore.
Wait, what's that diamond next to Shane's name if he's not subscribed?
Is he I think it's from when he used to stream on the channel.
He was a mod?
Yeah, I think I made him a mod.
That's not the kind of power you want to give Shane.
A VIP? Oh.
No way. Last time he was a VIP, he ended up in
mods
jail.
have swords next to their names.
That's a little overdramatic, I would say.
What are they? What are they? Freaking crusaders?
I'm a warrior.
What
I am a warrior.
I
I'm
will
protecting.
take Jerusalem.
Oh, my lord! I will protect you with my sword from these vile spammers, these nasty trolls.
I imagine like the mods on the e-girl channel feel that way. They're just like, oh, don't worry, milady, I will be your shield.
Hey, read this.
Mecca?
No, it's Misa.
Misa.
All right, what do we do the
fourth
next
day? Was the fourth day when we went to Kyoto?
Yes.
We got on the Shinkansen, which is a marvel of engineering. It's a really fast train that goes up and down the country. I think you can get anywhere on the anywhere in the country on the Shinkansen. And I learned that from somebody who lives there that like it's actually so many people, so few people fly that it's cheaper.
Oh
to
yeah,
fly.
why would you?
Why would you fly?
Oh,
right?
is it?
It's cheaper to fly because nobody flies.
No shit.
That's like when we left. Remember, there was nobody at the airport. It was almost exclusively just people leaving the country.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because most people take trains, but that train went fast. We saw the beautiful Japanese countryside as we went down to Kyoto. We saw Mount Fuji. We saw the cool freaking hill towns that Ponyo are based on, and we landed in Kyoto. Went to Toei.
That's right, which was a surprise.
Yeah, it was a surprise. We went to Toei and got to see the big Ava and a bunch of Kamen Rider stuff and some stuff that I have no idea what it is. Like this was like the first time I saw something and I was like, I don't know what this period drama anime is, but it was some group of girls' lives because they were taking pictures of the little characters in like some cell. I don't know what it was. But that was really cool. Then we took another train to Nara, where we stayed the night at an onsen, which was really cool.
Which is like a traditional
Japanese
hotel.
Yep, with sliding
hotel.
doors.
We slept on the floor on like floor mats.
It's very comfortable.
Very comfortable. We did a spring water bath or something.
Yep, hot spring.
That was pretty cool.
It was a private one,
and it's a nice little like shopping area nearby.
So the town was so cool. Like like obviously
it was right next to Nara.
The attraction of Nara is the deer park, but like the shopping area that's kind of outside, kind of inside, is this really cool space. As soon as you get off the train, like I think we got off the train and I was like, oh, this place is peak. Ponyo mentioned, yeah, Ponyo's good. People slipped on Ponyo because it was like a late stage Miyazaki movie. But I think
people were not watching cartoons in the theaters at that point.
Yeah, so that was real cool. We saw the deer the next day. The deer bow to you and they ask for crackers, and then the young male deer form gangs and they attack you.
It's true. Yeah, they attacked my wife.
They attacked his wife and my daughter.
They smelled that she was fertile. My wife, not your daughter.
Jeez.
I was gonna say that, and then you said my daughter, and
anything else in Nara?
You guys rented kimonos.
Oh yeah, we went.
Or what are they called?
Yukata.
Yukata.
Yeah, that was a little bit of my Japanese knowledge because we got there and they were like, the kimonos were more expensive, but I was like, guys, you don't want to wear kimonos. It's hot. You guys are gonna die. They didn't have it in my size. Oh,
you were obsessed with the fucking.
There was a gotcha.
Huh?
A gotcha like store, like an entire store that was gotcha things.
You became obsessed with the wooden clogs.
Yeah, I got some.
The
They
fucking
really-
shoes that now every time we walk around, we were in America and he was like clump, clump, clump,
Clumpy,
clump.
clumpy, clumpy, clump.
Very annoying.
Although it made me, it's like, because we were in Japan and I was getting all these Japanese things, it was making me self-conscious about my weebiness. Because I already wear like harem pants with like fish on them. I already have like my Japanese tattoos. But I had the freaking clogs on, and I was walking around with my gear bag with a bunch of anime stickers. I was like, oh, I'm freaking Ken-san. Like, it made me realize that I need to limit some of it. It was a bit too much at the same time. I didn't want to get looked at weird by Japanese people who live in America.
My wife was having a hard time because she refused to like talk to Japanese people because she was embarrassed because she didn't want to sound racist.
Yeah.
Because she wanted a cupcake, right? And she was like, "Oh, can I have that cupcake?" And they were like, "Oh," and I would rock up, go, "Cupcake, cool, wano, please."
And
they
then
go,
they're like,
cupcake,
"Oh yes,
one."
cupcake."
Yeah, and my wife
we were
could not do that.
We were calling the match in Nagoya. I think
Oh shit! Yeah,
And so one thing that we learned, a backflip in Japan is not what we think a backflip is. But we're calling the match, and Mansoor's like, can you do a backflip out of chokeslam? Like, you land on your feet. Land on your... Because the guys we were working, they were awesome, but they did not speak English. Like, there was very little English. And what's beautiful about pro wrestling is we all understand the concepts. So it's not too hard to get the point across. We didn't need the translator, but they had a translator on hand. And
it was very
Mansoor
nice.
kept
And
on, yeah,
helpful.
she was great. Mansoor was trying to explain to this kid, land on your feet, backflip onto your feet, and he was just like, I don't understand. Wakarimasen. And we finally go to the translator, and we were like, how do you say backflip in Japanese? And she just looks at him and she says, oh, backflip. And we're like, what? You didn't get it? And he still didn't get it. We find out on the bus back from Jacko, who we caught up with. He was a trainer at the PC. He wrestles in Japan. Wonderful guy. And he tells us that in Japan, a backflip means a Samoan drop. So what we were explaining to him was him glitching out and going from a chokeslam up into a Samoan drop. And he was
Which,
like, no,
by the
I
way,
can't do it. I can't do it.
Which, by the way, would be an awesome move for you to do.
Can I
Yeah,
guess?
you can. So grab the guy and then up, catch in the fireman's carry, and go back down.
I guess. Yeah, because like I was.
That's
Yeah, that's kind of base.
that's an M Dickey move. Like that's you know how you can make up finishers in that.
Yeah.
Choke slam to Samoan drop. Yeah, you could do it. You could do almost anything out of choke slam because you're just making them up.
Yeah.
So you could do choke slam, jump, catch into a power bomb. Like you know what I mean? Any kind of transition.
I really felt it when I caught him in the crossbody because I was literally doing the create a finisher thing where you're just moving people around. I caught him in the crossbody. I put him on the shoulders for a fireman's carry. I flipped him around for a power bomb.
Power bomb. Yeah. And by the way, if you guys want to catch our match, it's on the GLEAT YouTube channel, GLEAT. We were on the show on June 9th.
Yes.
Pretty fun match. Check it out.
It was a fun match. We loved it at GLEAT. We saw Onita live. We saw Yoshikatsu
that was crazy.
Exploded.
Yeah, talk about that match. Talk about the exploding barbed wire bat match.
So we went out to just watch this match basically in the crowd because we'd never seen, obviously, an Onita match live and in person. And so Onita is a legendary Japanese wrestler. I think he's 70? He's in his 70s. He looks exactly the same as he's always looked. He's the coolest guy. He smells like cigarettes from like a mile away. And his thing is he has an exploding bat that's literally plugged into the ring post with an iPhone charger. And it's wrapped in barbed wire. And the gimmick of all of his matches, he makes his entire living off of going from place to place because he has the copyright on this bat patent. And it's a match where you hit a button in the corner, a light goes on saying that the bat is activated, and then whoever gets hit with the bat explodes. And it is the coolest thing ever, and they don't have fire codes in Japan, so they don't care. Apparently, the fire department will just show up, and then you'd be like, "Oh no, it's just Onita," and then they're like, "Oh, cool!" Like it's awesome. And yeah, they had this big clustery 8-man tag with all of the owners and Onita and Yoshitatsu, and I don't remember who else was on the team, but it was
Kaz Hayashi,
Kaz Hayashi,
Sima. Yeah, it was like Onita's team versus Kaz Hayashi's team. And I thought it was genius, the bat thing, because like it's one thing if it's just an exploding bat match where if you ever get hit with the bat, it explodes. It's another thing to add an element of drama and anticipation by having you press a button on the
to
post,
activate it.
and
Yeah.
then there's an alarm sound.
Because there were these
And the
moments
button-
in the match where somebody would deactivate the button before somebody
Right,
hit
if you
somebody,
pressed it again.
and then they
Oh,
just
that's
hit
so
them
great.
with a bat that didn't explode, and everybody booed.
Everybody booed because they want to see the explosion. So it's great because then the heel can press the button like right before the bat explodes. The heel presses the button and they don't get an exploding bat. You take that away from the people so that when you do get the exploding bat, it means so much more. I thought it was fantastic.
It was so cool.
Yeah, Onita trademarked that. So if you want to do that match, you have to book Onita. And other promotions have tried to do it without him, and he sues their asses. So,
As he should. Yeah,
and it's like what?
He
Like
said that they'll try and have the match and call it like a boom boom baseball match.
Yeah, or like with a hockey stick or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just
That
so
should
interesting.
be-
Like
Shane, you're still here. You should have a slapjack match with a hockey stick wrapped in barbed wire that explodes. I don't think Onita will come for you in America. And I think
No,
it would get you
he has
booked
no
on the industry.
jurisdiction.
You
He has
have
no
diplomatic
jurisdiction.
immunity. 'Cause
Sadly, America
Shane
does
wanted to
have
be,
fire code laws.
Shane wanted to be like the ironically American Onita in NXT at one point. He was trying to pitch it, and they said no.
He wanted to do it with a cricket bat,
Yeah.
but nobody knows what that is, so
Nobody
they
knows what
said no.
cricket is,
Yeah,
but because you were slapjack and you had a hockey mask, like it's perfect. The slapjack slap shot match, yeah.
Who did we see that was Slap Jill? Was it Nikki?
It was Nikki yesterday.
Does Nikki have the Slap Jill mask?
She
Yeah,
has the slap gel match.
the Slap Jill match is a different thing.
Yeah.
That's the match Shane's gonna patent.
That's kind of when he wrestles women.
It could be based. Yeah, it was our first time wrestling in Japan, and Brennan had a great time.
Awesome time because
I mean, you were yapping the whole match, and it was so over. Yeah,
I was just yapping because whatever little Japanese I know was just like they were like, "Wow!" every time.
yeah, they popped huge for it.
I
Yeah,
was Naruto fighting in there. I was like, I would before my spear, I go Shine, like it was the whole match, and they were like, "Ah!" It's great. It's awesome. I loved it.
So usually before we hit our finish, Brennan says, Manny, let's fucking kill him. And I said, oh, for this one we have to say, Omae wa mo shinderu. And they did pop off that, which was pretty awesome.
It's funny
but my
because
favorite...
Nagoya was it's a good sized city, but the difference between like Nagoya and Tokyo, like they didn't speak. We went to a restaurant in Nagoya, they didn't speak English at all.
No, not even like cheeseburger. Like they were like, oh.
Man, it put me over. I low key cooked in that restaurant. Like
Absolutely.
I was fully activated, and we were thriving in that restaurant because I was like, yeah, don't worry, I'll order. Or I know what she's.
Yeah,
I
he
know
got
what
me.
the problem is. I got it.
Yeah.
So like the I guess I don't know if it's a rural crowd in Nagoya, but it's like freaking Hokuto no Ken reference is for the boomers in the audience.
Right.
Oh yeah, I remember watching that on NHK when I was a boy.
Yeah. My favorite thing was when you stepped over the top rope and they gasped. They were like, whoa!
They've never seen it.
Because they've never seen it. They've never seen it. And if they do, it's like they have to like really get over it, you know?
It's usually somebody who doesn't do it so easily.
But the ropes were even lower than an American ring. So
They
like you
will,
had no
though, 'cause
problem doing it.
I had trouble running them.
Yeah.
But no, it was awesome. Loved it. Loved all the guys. Great. They were very cool. It's a great experience. Would love to do it again.
Yeah, it's spelled gleet, but I guess the rib is when a Japanese person reads gleet, they say great. So you say great, but it's spelled glate.
Yeah, it's called great. Like they pronounce it
Called
great.
great. But you type gleet.
But when you're not Japanese, you're just confused because you're like
Exactly, yeah.
You're just like, okay, I don't get it.
All right.
My chop was loud. Yeah, my chop's loud. I got big hands. And
and it's great acoustics. It's great acoustics in there.
Yeah, our finish
guys,
sounded like a gunshot.
Guys, is this good to eat?
What is it? Yeah. What is it?
Chocolate muffins? You think these are still okay?
Yeah. No, that's fine. Unless that
right.
a little frosting.
Well, frosting. Ah. What a waste.
Oh, Larry, that's okay. Apparently, the
What?
L stands for their parent company, Lidet.
What do you mean the L stands for that? What does that mean?
Lidet Entertainment. You know
what about it?
Twitter handle is.
Okay, what do the other letters stand for?
It's just I don't know. I guess it's just a reference to Lidet.
You can't say that because there's a letter L. It's the reference because there's a different word that starts with L. Like you can't have a word you can't have one letter be an acronym and the rest of the letters are not part of an acronym.
Yes, you can if it's just great.
No, you can't. Name one example, Larry. That's Cope, Larry. They just misspelled it because they don't know English.
Yeah, prove it, Larry. I don't believe you
Prove
anymore. WDW
we kind of planned
$69 if you eat all of one.
I'm not gonna. I'm not that hard
we're
up.
Not down that bad, right?
We're not that down. No, we're not down that bad yet. Yet.
We might not have found employment yet, but go Lidet extra awesome wrestling.
Wrestling. Of course. You mean tussling? Tussling.
Yeah, tussling. I don't care about Wikipedia. It's just what you're gonna edit. You friggin' moderator. We came back, so we took a bus at 1 a.m. We ate at a restaurant in.
It's like a 6-hour drive. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 6-hour drive.
Which is like that was the big L. I took one big L planning the trip, and that was we took the high-speed train to Kyoto, and one of the stops was Nagoya.
Yeah.
So if we planned it right, we could have just stayed in Nagoya.
And the real big L was there was a Hideaki Anno exhibit at Nagoya by the train station. That if we did stop in Nagoya the night before and stay the night in Nagoya, we probably could have done. But it's okay.
Them's the breaks. We didn't get to do everything we wanted, but we couldn't, You'd have to be there for
at
like
no
months,
point,
right?
When we left, I was like, I didn't feel like we didn't do enough.
No, yeah, I agree, definitely.
By any means. I was like, oh no, there's plenty more to do next time, but this trip was good.
Yeah. And I think we will go back.
We will go back. I think we should. I think I still have some legs as Bob Sapp too.
Hijo del Bob Sapp.
Hijo del Bob Sapu. What did we do? We got back at not that late, the night of the show, 1 or 2 in the morning.
No, it was an early show, so we weren't. Yeah, it was fine.
Went to bed, and then the next day was Odaiba.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Went to Odaiba, saw Gundam Unicorn, which was really cool. Saw the Gundam store, which was really cool.
Which your daughters they were not excited about until I told them it was a unicorn.
Yeah.
They were like, "What do you mean it's a unicorn?" I said, "Look, there's a horn." And they were like, "Wow.
Wow, it's a unicorn." And then after that, they were like, when can we watch Gundam? And I was like, there's not a Gundam for you guys yet. I don't know what Gundam build fighters. I don't know. That was the other thing. They were like, when can we watch Evangelion? I was like, when you're older.
What did you say, Argento,
thank you for subscribing. I said, I watched it when I was 13.
I feel like that's young.
It's probably too young, but at the same time, it's probably the right time.
in the sense that there's deeply relatable themes, perhaps.
Shinji's 13.
The show, sure, but the movie, I don't know about that.
The movie, yeah, but at the same time, yeah, he's 13. You watch it as a 13-year-old and you're like, oh, I'm Shinji, and then you watch as an adult and you're like, oh, I'm Masato. Like that's the way. Oh, yeah, for all ages. No, maybe 16. 16 would be my number. I don't think it messed me up. I don't think it ruined me.
Huh, really? Okay. If you say so.
We went to, what else was in Odaiba? You got some beef bowl. What did you get?
I got to eat meat for the first time on the trip, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else did we do? Oh, the museum.
The art museum, which was really cool. The what is it called? Team Lab?
Yeah, Team Labs.
Team Labs was like a cool art exhibit that I think they have up for the next 3 years. Just cool backgrounds to take pictures in. I got my kids loved it. Ari loved it because there was flowers. We went home. Did we go out again that night? I think
was that last night?
I think I saw Larry that night. No, because
what did we do?
Mia died.
Excuse me?
Mia died, remember? So you had to stay home.
Oh, she got really sick, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she got sick, and then I went to eat sushi with Larry. We played the sushi gacha game, which we went and did the day after. And
we ate like a fuck ton of sushi. That was crazy.
And it was like $20.
Yeah.
Sushi. We went to Disney for way too
long.
long.
That was what I forgot we did. Yeah, we did Disney. Oh, well, Brennan is a fucking.
About Disney?
Brennan's a grump. Like, he hated Disney because he's just like,
he has no. Parks. There's nothing for
He has no sense of joy or wonder about that kind of thing.
I don't like being cramped up on waiting in line for friggin' rides.
Brennan, we didn't wait in line for anything. We skipped all the lines. So what are you complaining about?
Standing for 12 hours.
We didn't wait in a single line.
It's not. It's just the fact that we skipped the lines was a boon. Like, that was the difference between me hating it. And,
what a word that you're using, boon.
A boon.
I didn't know you had such a robust vocabulary. Boon.
Copious vocabulary.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't. It's fine. It's fine. It's different a little bit. It's not like regular Disney where it's like.
I'd say it's very different. It barely felt like a Disney park, you know.
It feels more like
not in a bad way, but it
Europe land.
Yeah, it felt like a standalone theme park. Kind of like Epcot was for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's kind of more like an Epcot.
Yeah, like you walk in and it's Italy.
It's Italy, and then you go to Agrabah is there.
Yeah.
You were right at home.
Yeah, right. I was pissed though because the Sinbad ride was closed. I really wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I wanted to see my people represented.
What's the deal with that? They got the rights to make any ride they want that's unique to Disney Sea?
What? What do you mean?
Like, why is Sinbad isn't a Disney movie, and that had nothing to do with Disney, but it was.
No, I think they just they also have Journey to the Center of the Earth. Like, I think they just had rides that weren't IPs for whatever reason.
Journey to the Center of the Earth was some weird old Disney thing.
Is it?
I don't know. I felt like it was.
I have no idea. I know 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea is an IP, kind of like it's an old book.
Yeah,
I think that's Jack Cousteau. Isn't that Jack Cousteau?
Earth was.
I remember Journey to the Center of the Earth being a movie, but I think it might also be an old book. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's some Defunct Land or Disney historian person in the. Speaking of Defunct Land. Yeah, what's the deal with Kid City? Why do people keep tagging me in this thing about Kid City? What is Kid City?
Have you ever watched the Defunct Land video?
Yeah, of course I have. I've watched Defunct Land.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But what he tweeted today, I'm doing a video on Kid City, and a bunch of people tagged me in it. I'm like, why are they what is this? I don't know what Kid City is.
Are you featured in it?
I don't know what Kid City. I don't know what it is.
Maybe
I have no idea what it is.
Maybe that's where you were born.
What do you mean? What do you mean I was born in
Watch the
Kid City?
video and find out why they're tagging you in it.
Well, I guess I'll have to. Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't have any bagels. Fuck.
I'm 1/10 of the volume of Manny because I'm looking away from the microphone. My bad.
Chocolate rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain.
After Disney, we went to home.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. Disney was the last day. We left at like 7 p.m. So we had another day of kind of like hanging out.
Oh, we just slept. It was so awesome. My kid just slept the whole flight almost. Thank God.
The flight home was miserable for me.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. Did you not sleep? Oh, you didn't sleep?
No, it was the way there was fine, but I swear the way that the seats were, they were like at an angle, and like I did not fit at all. It was bad, not good.
Oh, your knees were fucked up, eh?
Yeah, that was American. Yeah. That was American's fault, not.
Oh yeah,
not
the
Superior Japan Airlines. Yeah, but we got back to California and then went straight home.
That's right.
Went straight home. And that was our trip to Japan.
Yep.
Any questions, chat? Kid City was gas. Why does everybody know?
What are you talking about? What is that? I feel so old because like I don't know all the memes now, you know?
Is Kid City a meme or is it something from your
sounds
youth?
like a meme. Sounds like a meme to me.
Kid City. Kid City.
Sounds like a Kids Bop song.
Kids Bop songs are just regular songs.
It's a Kids Bop parody of Paradise City.
Take me down to the Kid City where the kids are mean and the kids are... Ooh.
Don't say that.
I won't. I will not.
And we do the gritty.
Kid City was a place where kids went and acted... Oh! I know what that is.
Huh?
It's like a place where... my wife always talked about this. It's like a place where they take kids and then they give them jobs. And they make them they make them live as adults in the city.
This sounds like, what is this, like Saw? Like it's torture? Was it a theme park? What was it?
It was like a theme park.
Where?
How
does your wife know about it? Like what? It was in Baltimore?
In Maryland, yeah. It must have been.
No, there's no chance it's in
No, this
Maryland.
looks like it's in Mexico.
What?
I'll have to watch this video later.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah. WDW just posted it.
It's a real thing?
It's a real thing.
How come when I Google Kid City, there's like no results about Kid City?
Because you're just going to get put on a list for searching for Kid City.
Fuck, you got me there. Ew. You're like disgusting. You know that? You're like actually disgusting. Like sometimes I listen to you. Yeah, like when you're in my hotel room eating food and it's like, it's like really gross.
It's because I devour. I don't eat.
And it's like, when we eat in public, it's not that bad. But when we're in the hotel room, it's like dead silent except for you just like going.
Don't forget the TikTok that I'm watching.
Like when we were booked on that show where we got separate rooms and you came to my room because you were lonely and then started eating fucking gummy bears.
I came to the room because you had my food.
Disgusting. Like, disgusting.
Don't put yourself over like that. I would have gone to sleep.
You were so mad that we weren't in the same room.
No, I got over it by first of all, we went straight home from Japan. So, second of all, yes, I was upset
furious.
when I was upset when was it when we did Evil Uno's show that they got us separate rooms? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because I was upset that we were wasting his money.
You were so mad.
We were wasting his money.
And you found out at the hotel, and I saw your face when you found out. And you were like, what? Like you were insulted.
I was insulted. Well, that's 2 hours of complaining that we're not in America, that we're not in Japan anymore. So, do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah. Boring.
Classic way to end the stream, chat. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week. Nothing will change. Nothing will air. So, have a wonderful day. Good night. Who should I raid? Tell me who I should raid.